Niall Horan hopped in the car with James Corden for the latest installment of Carpool Karaoke, and things got really weird really fast. Let's just say it somehow involved both pigeons, a lie detector test, and information about a One Direction reunion. What is up, you guys? It's Susan Morad here with Clevver News, and it just seems like each Carpool Karaoke gets better and better than the last. Am I right? James is always thinking of funnier things to do as he rides around with celebs as they help him get to work. And James Corden had none other than Niall Horan hop in the car with him for his latest installment. They started off by singing some of Niall's classic hits like Slow Hands, and you guys, it was magical. But James quickly shifted gears, so to speak, and got into some deeper topics like Niall's biggest fears.
I hate birds.
All birds?
So James decided to provide Niall with a little comedic exposure therapy and have him hold a harmless pigeon. Seems easy enough, right? But not when you are severely afraid of birds. And while Niall managed to build up the courage to hold the bird, he was actually still terrified.
This one is Ted.
Ted. Oh, a lovely name.
Ted.
Just don't let go of him.
Don't let go. Okay? There you go, look.
I'm actually shaking.
Look, you're doing great.
I mean,
But that wasn't all. James had more birds in store for Niall. No, literally. And seriously, I think this is where I would even draw the line.
And now let's bring in another pigeon.
what?
Okay. Okay.
What?
There we go. Just relax. Just relax.
By the end, Niall had 3 pigeons on him and actually handled it like a champ. Though apparently this whole experience made his fear even worse. He said, quote, "James, I swear this has actually made my phobia worse." Then about 2 seconds later, one of the birds had a bit of an accident on Niall's back.
This is the worst day of my life. All thanks to James Corden. That's not good, man.
And while it might have been the worst day of Niall's life, poor thing, fans were loving this whole moment. One person wrote, "OMG, James making Niall hold the pigeons is the video we all needed today. I'll be sitting at home rewatching that over and over if anyone needs me." Someone else added, "I ship Ted the pigeon and Niall Horan." Anyone else? And many other fans made reference to the famous One Direction pigeon, Kevin. Kevin was actually a plastic pigeon that many early Directioners know of, as he was featured in a few of the X Factor video diaries by Louis Tomlinson. Kevin quickly became an internet star. Here he is in case you forgot.
What was your most recent dream, Niall?
Sick. I love this one. Whoa!
So one fan wrote, "I hope that Ted and Kevin are friends." I have a feeling they definitely are. And speaking of One Direction, James didn't only talk to Niall about pigeons. They also looked back fondly on the One Direction days. They talked about some of their insane merch, which included a tube of 1D toothpaste. But then things took a turn when James put their friendship and their future of One Direction to the test with an official lie detector test. And James came in hot with the first question, asking what all of us have been wondering for years now.
Do you actually think One Direction will get back together?
Yes. True.
I'm sorry, what? Can we hear that one more time?
Yes. True.
That is a yes and a truth, my friends, and we are so happy to hear it. And you better bet James didn't stop there with the One Direction questions.
Do you like Simon Cowell?
Sometimes. True.
The tables were turned when Niall got to put the lie detector test on James. When Niall asked James if he prefers his song Slow Hands or Harry Styles' song Sign of the Times, let's just say things got pretty awkward.
I think Sign of the Times is a better song.
True.
Are you serious after making him put those pigeons all over himself? I mean, that is a burn. But fans couldn't get enough of this entire lie detector segment and now have high hopes for a 1D reunion. They actually want James to be the one to orchestrate it. One person wrote, "OMG, I know how James can get the band back together. Tell all 4 of them or 5 to come for Carpool Karaoke, but don't tell them that the others are coming." Another said, "James, can you kidnap Harry, Niall, Liam and Louis? Zayn is optional, and put them in your car and do a Carpool Karaoke with all of them." While this person tweeted, "James, you need to get One Direction all together and pretend you're only doing a solo Carpool Karaoke, but then boom, they're all there." I mean, hey, that's not a terrible idea. But right now, I want to turn it over to you. Do you think a One Direction reunion is coming at some point in the future? And also, what do you think of Niall's Carpool Karaoke? Have you watched the whole thing yet? Talk it out right here in the comment section below. And for more on One Direction reunion buzz, click right over here for another Clevver News video. And as always, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you never miss an update. Thanks so much for watching. I'm your host, Susan Morad. I'll catch you later.